Good morning, it's Tony again from Paranormal Investigation UK. The date is the 3rd of January and we're looking at a piece of footage or capture that was sent in on Christmas Day of all days. This is a Cheshire Investigation. These are CCTV captures. This one is timed at 22 to 6 and this is unusually on the what we call the empty room. This is seems to be, as a quick recap, the phenomenon originally from March time to about May of 2020 was in what we call the main office, the room the other side of the building. That then flatlined and the phenomenon moved into this room, which is what we call the empty office area, 55 foot long by 35 foot wide. That then stopped in getting towards the end of October into November, and it moved back into the main office building. We're now in the throes of winter. The building, it does have heating coming on during the day. It's going to be cooling down at night, so it's going to produce noises. It's open plan, particularly the ceiling area, as you can see here with the light there. It's a completely open plan. There's no ceiling, so therefore no attic space. Looking directly at the roof, it's highly likely that some noises that are going to be produced will be from natural building settlement cooling down, that type of thing. So we're getting straight into this and see where this one takes us. Looking at the spike here on the audio, because this software splits up the video, the visual to the audible. There is a big spike there, so this is going to be relatively quite high in volume. It's within 2 to 3 seconds, so that's what's triggered this camera to send the alert. So just a bit of a tip there for those that you are dealing with periodic captures sent in by these CCTV cameras. That is a loud one. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the volume up quite loud. This is what I call camera 1 in the main room. Once I go to a certain point, you get a little bit of crackling. It's going to go a bit louder, so if you had headphones on, you might just want to remove them for a second where it goes past this space. I'll turn the volume back down and go back to this section shortly. It's coming to about halfway through. Yeah, it's a little bit of a noisy microphone. This is what's causing this signal effect in the fader bar. Just signal. Yeah, almost you'll see this on there. Yeah, it's bass frequency there, you can see. You can actually take that out. Our second one. Ah. Right, okay. There's nothing else in between, I think we can agree with that. So let's turn the volume down. We can see the clipping anyway. There's nothing visual to see. Okay. I've had a message from somebody asking about the analyzer that I'm using. This is real. They're called real time. It gives you the reflection of the sound in real time. So you get this big spike, and then it drops away as the noise begins to dissipate. The other one uses average. This will take a reading and give you the maximum of average that it's going to be, and you might just need to play that through 2-3 times while it settles itself out, and that gives you the sort of the average frequency. That is what I tend to use for the screenshots. You've also got then the maximum. Now with the maximum, what that will do is the absolute extreme that this could go to, and this is going to change significantly. It's handy if you can't hear anything, but apart from that you'll see a huge amount of frequency there. So I tend to use just the average. That's all you need, and that's where I'll take the screenshot. It's far easier to do it that way. So I'm going to let it go past a couple of times. And because it's time sensitive, if you were to do it over a 30-second section, obviously it will be 30 seconds of sound that it's going to do an average reading on. So you want enough here the natural dissipation of the sound as that begins to what they call decay. But you don't want it too far, otherwise it will take silence as an average and it will fall away. Okay, let's just take a reading of that one. Then we can call that a bang. It sounds metallically. Okay. What we'll do now, we'll go back to the end where we know we've got this sound here. Again, we've got no volume, and it's very similar, isn't it? Very similar. Just loop that again. Because I'm not used to that, is quite loud, you know. We're up to 39ish. It does sound like an impact. Rather than anything else. There's absolutely nothing there to be seen. Okay. So what we've done, I've taken those two. We'll come off this now. Just weigh these sounds up. So we've got bang 1 and bang 2. Let's make that a bit bigger. There's the first one. Yeah, that's bang 2. You can see that it's 39 minus 39. Second strongest point is 45. Then if you go to just 45, so the first one is not quite as loud as the second, and again the second peak is about minus 51. So there is a considerable difference in volume, but the arc from 0 hertz and then the second one at around 1k. Oops. Okay, see that again. It's very similar, so I think we can be confident in presuming that both of these bangs were made slightly different volumes, so you could probably argue that it's further away or the impact strength is different, but whatever it was impacted is incredibly similar, to the point we could possibly argue that yeah, it's the same. That's bang 2, that's bang 1, bang 2, bang 1. It's the same impact. This is more, and because of the strength, it just fall away very sharply. They're around about, should we say, 1300 hertz. Same again, 1300 hertz drops away. It's our base frequency, so it is a thud. Something falling over. We would say unlikely because there's two of them. One at the beginning, one at the end. If that had been 4 or 5 seconds after, the camera would have alarmed again. It got it right at the end. I think it was about 58 seconds. So just accidental, the second one. I don't know. It's basically sounding. I'm inclined to believe that if we still got this case in the spring, and at the moment there's nothing to suggest that we won't. If we start to see this type of sound begin to reduce and flatline, I think it's safe to presume that it is building settlement. At the moment with COVID, it's just impossible for us to actually go inside the property at the moment. That would possibly rule it out, because we've got the times that they're coming in. So with that in mind, you know, it shouldn't take too long. If we get the times that these noises have occurred, keep to that 4-hour window. Just go in, just sit there, and see if we can pick it up. We'll soon rule that one out. It shouldn't be too difficult. But I did some sound, about 160 plus acoustic tests in this room, in this particular empty building, empty office, and these were giving a very similar sort of signature sound. So therefore, it's highly suggestive that those acoustic sounds samples will be very similar to these that have been captured on this one here. So particularly being two of them. So it's one of them again. It's unexplained at the moment. I can't say either way, but I'm fairly confident that these won't be paranormal in nature. Okay, see you soon.